Hello YouTubers, today we're going to be talking about Pokemon Go Plus. Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk to you guys about the Pokemon Go Plus released the day of making this video. I received my Plus yesterday, I took it out for a test drive, and today I want to talk to you guys about how to set up and pair your device, how it works, my first impressions of the device, and how it can be improved in the future. Okay, so go ahead and click the Pokeball and click settings, go down to Pokemon Go Plus, click on that, then click the button on your actual device, which is your Plus. Then it will appear in the list, you tap the link, it will start to connect for you. It will say successfully connected to Pokemon Go Plus. Okay, now you can exit the screen, go back to the previous screen, and now you can see that it's actually got a new icon on your main screen. So by tapping this new icon, you can actually disconnect and reconnect your Pokemon Go Plus, as you'll see in just a second. That's how simple the setup should be. I understand a few of you guys are having actual issues connecting your devices. I'm pretty sure Niantic are working on that issue right now. Also, there's a few other issues with the app actually crashing quite a lot with this new update, so hopefully that will get fixed reasonably quickly. So the Pokemon Go Plus connects to your device using Bluetooth. So to use the Plus, you need to open your app, click the icon. The icon will then ask you to press the button on your Plus to make the connection, which is what you just saw in that previous clip. So now that your Pokemon Go Plus is connected to your mobile device, you can now lock your screen, put it in your pocket, and start catching Pokemon on your Plus. So what happens when you actually encounter a Pokemon? The Plus will start flashing green and vibrating quite violently, that pretty much everyone around you can possibly hear. So once it stops vibrating, the button will turn green. You then press the green button. Button will then turn blue. The blue light indicates that the Pokemon is inside the Pokeball. Now 1 and it goes red means it fled, 2 and it goes red it fled, 3 are the chances that you've actually caught the Pokemon. So if you see 3 blue lights, there's a chance that you've actually caught the Pokemon. You'll only be indicated by the 3 flashing lights that come after, which is red, yellow and blue, which is then followed by a push notification to your device that says that you caught a Pokemon. You'll also get a notification if they fled. So that's how it works. So I thought I'd just give you guys my thoughts on Pokemon Go Plus. I used it yesterday, one of my favourite spots for catching Pokemon. Some beautiful views, you'll see it on the screen right now. I read the press release from Niantic and explaining how they saw the Pokemon Go Plus integrating into people's lives. Instead of people looking at their phones the whole time, that the button would flash when there's a Pokemon nearby, you'd press it, it would catch the Pokemon for you. It's kind of a good concept, but it doesn't actually work in reality. Now, I must admit I was constantly looking at my device when the Plus started vibrating, purely to see what Pokemon it was that it had found, and to show me whereabouts it was. Also, a good feature about it is the tracking seems to be much more improved. I don't know if it was coincidence, but every time I looked at my buddy Pokemon, it seemed to be tracking the distance much better. Now, there is a couple of issues that I want to discuss that I found when playing with the Pokemon Plus. The first issue was the constantly looking at my phone to find out what Pokemon was nearby, because you have no way of knowing. Now, I was constantly catching all kinds of Pokemon, some that I didn't really care for. Now, the problem with this is people with low resources, they're going to have to constantly check to see whether it's worth capturing the Pokemon or not. So say, you know, you've got, like I caught a Drowsy that was CP14, you know, was it really worth catching? Probably for the candy, but if I was low on Pokeballs, I would have been pretty annoyed, I think. Okay, another issue I found was the battery life. I was constantly looking at the app, which didn't help. I also tried to do some recording of the screen for you guys in this video. So really, battery life was a no-go. It was still used up a lot of the battery. One thing I noticed was the Plus would tell me that there was a Pokemon nearby. I'd open the app to see what it was. it pointed a location where the Pokemon was before it even spawned. So I carry on walking and then it would appear, as you can see in this clip. So I'm not sure whether that's a bug or just a delay in the app talking to the server. So I've just been out and tested the Plus a little bit more this afternoon, and some of the issues that I've mentioned in this video actually might have just been a minor issue and already been resolved, especially with the showing the location before the spawn. However, I still had issues with the battery dying on me quite quickly, but I did find myself looking at the app quite often to find out what Pokemon were nearby, because obviously of the sightings list you've got no indication of what's nearby or which direction you need to walk in to find some Pokemon. So how can Niantic improve this? My suggestion would be that Niantic use the push service that comes with iOS and Android. They already use this feature to let you know that the Pokemon has been caught or the Pokemon has fled. So once the Plus starts vibrating, could they not send a push to tell us which Pokemon has been found? I can understand this might take a bit of a toll on the server, and it might be the fact that they don't know the Pokemon's name or details is why it just says a Pokemon was caught. So maybe that's why they don't have that already. Probably other features in Plus that we don't know about yet or still yet to learn. I just don't think the Plus will ever live up to the Apple Watch, as that gives you more of a visual aid to let you know what's happening with the app, something that the Plus clearly lacks. It's still early days for the Plus, they're still updating the app, so there may be some new features that come out in the future that will help improve the experience for Plus owners. So what else can we talk about? So extra information, the Plus will only ever throw Pokeballs, just plain old Pokeballs, not Great Balls or Ultra Balls. It won't use candies when trying to catch Pokemon. The Pokemon can flee with just after you press the green button. You can use the Plus to access Pokestops by pressing the button. It should notify you that a Pokestop is using a lure, but it does not let you know that a Pokemon has appeared by using Incense. I think the best use case for the Plus is going to be tracking distance for egg hatching and for your buddy Pokemon candies. And that's it, that's all the information we currently have about the Pokemon Go Plus. If there's any features that I haven't mentioned, please leave a comment in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up button. And thanks for watching.